Ok. Bueno, lo primero que todo era comentarles que desde esta semana ya vamos a comenzar a trabajar con el taller de inglés. Ya idealmente van a, a trabajar con... Como que perdí el training con esto. Vamos a trabajar con el curso de inglés y bueno, el primero es que tienen estos tres cursos, ¿ya? Todos van a partir en el A1, ¿ya? Que es el primer nivel del curso. Y van a poder ir avanzando en la medida que ustedes trabajen. Ya el trabajo de este curso va a ser solamente, mi rol de profe va a ser solamente de guía, cosa de que tengamos una o dos sesiones o después de cada clase de inglés para resolver dudas, comentarlo y podamos trabajar en él. Ya esta es la página del curso, pero ustedes primero tienen que hacer el test. Ya este test que está acá, que yo obviamente les voy a mandar los links, hacen el test y una vez hagan el test, yo les voy a dar un código para que yo los pueda incluir en mis cursos, ¿ya? Que los tengo que crear y los voy a ir separando. Pero todos vamos a trabajar en el mismo nivel, así que vamos a ir avanzando rápido. Obviamente los primeros niveles son súper básicos, ya así que para ustedes probablemente lo van a hacer así súper rápido. Y lo ideal es que vayan trabajando y vayan avanzando. Y obviamente ante cualquier duda ustedes me dicen y yo les ayudo y resolvemos las dudas que tengan, ¿ya? Pero más que nada era para comentarles que ya vamos a empezar a trabajar con el curso, les voy a mandar el curso y si es que ya empezaron el curso o han avanzado en algo, me dicen y así vemos, continuamos con el trabajo del curso nomás, ¿ya? Pero eso, así que eso como eso referente al curso, ¿ya? Para que lo tengan en consideración. Ahí está. Gracias, Rocío. O sea, perdón, Karen. Karina, si te quieres inscribir, me tienes que decir nomás y yo te incluyo en la nómina de los que se quieran inscribir, ¿ya? Solamente, o sea, tus datos no creo que los necesite porque los saco de la base de datos del colegio. Lo que sí estoy utilizando los mails institucionales. Así que si tú tienes un mail aparte, escríbemelo por interno y te lo dejo guardado, ¿ya? Pero eso como referente al curso de inglés, que la otra vez había quedado la duda si es que íbamos a trabajar con él o no, y yo decidí, yo me ofrecí a trabajar con ustedes para que no quedaran tirados con eso, ¿ya? Así que hay que empezar a trabajar nomás, ¿ya? Lo que sí, el curso todavía no lo habilitan para trabajar en teléfono, así que por ahora es solo trabajo en computador. Eso es el único pero. Pero ya va a salir en algún momento la actualización para trabajar desde la aplicación o desde el teléfono. Así que eso, chicos. Ahora vamos a empezar con la clase. Ok. Como que quedé un poquito eh, oxidado tanto tiempo sin usar Zoom. Ok, ok. So, as you asked last class, so today we are going to talk about technology, but related to music, okay? We are going to talk about technology related to music. So that will be the main topic for today's class, okay? So let's begin. Well, with you, it's not necessary to mention the class rules, but anyways, I have it on the PowerPoint presentation. But the important thing here is the learning objective, okay? So today's objective is recognize vocabulary about music and related to technology, okay? So today we are going to be talking about music, the history of music, and some fun facts about music, okay? So, as you ask, here we have our first riddle, okay? So here we have a brain teaser, okay? So I am going to, no, first of all, any volunteer want to read the brain teaser? ¿Alguien se ofrece? Any volunteer to read the riddle? Any volunteer to read the riddle? ¿Algún voluntario que quiera leerlo? It doesn't matter. Okay, so I am going to read the brain teaser. So it goes like this. I have no doors, but I have keys. I have no room, but I have a space. You can enter, but you can never leave. What am I? What am I? So again, I have no doors, but I have keys. I have no rooms, but I do have a space. You can enter, but you can never leave. What am I? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? ¿Saben qué puede ser? Do you have any idea? I am going to give you a clue, una pista, a clue. It's part of a technological device, okay? It's part of a technological device. No, it's not the computer. No, no. Okay, another clue is part of the computer. It does, don't worry, Isadora, sorry, Isadora. Okay, so we will move on, and at the end of the class, you will find the answer. No, it's not the pen drive. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so today, and no, it's not the internet. Today we are going to start with a short video related to technology and music, okay? So we are going to... You may keep thinking about it, okay? Puedes seguir pensando en qué es lo que es. Okay, so here we have what's technology. So this is one video out of 3 that I found on internet that are really, really interesting, and they are really, really short, okay? So we are going to see just the first one for this purpose, and I will give you the links so you can watch the other 2, okay? So here we have, let me see if I'm sharing the... No, it's not the RAM. ¿Me escuchan mal, chicos? Is it me or is it the internet connection? Because I can put my headset. ¿Me puedo poner los audífonos? Ah, Tatiana, quizá puede ser tu internet que esté fallando. Okay. So tell me if you listen the video correctly, please. Can you listen to the video? Yeah. Is the volume okay?
And this field of study encompasses a broad range of disciplines. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the technologies used in practice, education, and study of music. And hopefully, we'll shed some light on just what music technology really means.
I see.
It's no secret that technology and music have had a very long-running relationship.
Okay, so we are going to start from the beginning. Okay, so everybody's paying attention, right? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's begin with the video.
What is music technology? In the 21st century, there are so many different forms of technology used in the creation, education, production, and performance of music, it seems almost impossible to codify the term music technology. Technology exists in almost every facet of music creation, and this field of study encompasses a broad range of disciplines. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the technologies used in practice, education, and study of music. And hopefully, we'll shed some light on just what music technology really means. It's no secret that technology and music have had a very long-running relationship. Humans have been searching for new ways to create musical sounds for millennia. And in 2012, a team of scientists found the oldest instrument ever recovered in a cave in southern Germany. It was a flute carved out of bone, which dates back to over 40,000 years ago. An amazing aspect of this discovery, apart from the instrument's astonishing age, is to learn how much effort these ancient Europeans put into creating an instrument so they could create new sounds and music. In order to create this instrument, they had to use tools, a form of technology, and develop techniques for crafting them. This discovery not only gave us insight into the importance of music in ancient human culture, but it also demonstrates technology's long-term use in the music creation process. Today, with the term technology commonly associated with computers and information technologies, it is easy for a person to conclude that music technology must be something that involves computers and devices that may run on electricity. This isn't a bad conclusion, but it's only one portion of the whole music technology pie. What do you think when you see a piano? Do you hear music in your mind? Are you reminded of a particular song, person, place, or thing? Musicians and pianists are probably reminded of a particular piece or a musician. But a thought that probably doesn't cross most individuals' minds when seeing a piano is that there's a lot of technology in that thing. The piano is an instrument of marvelous technological achievements. From the strings, the frame, the pedals, the keys, the hammers, and all the materials used in its construction, this traditional, or commonly called classical, instrument is the result of a few centuries worth of technological advancements. Because of its diverse properties granted by all the technology it commands, the piano has been in the spotlight of traditional music education, performance, and composition for well over 100 years. So the next time you play or listen to one of those classical instruments, take a moment and think about what kind of technology may be hidden in all of those beautiful sounds it makes.
Okay, so there we have the first video that talk about the history of music. Okay, talking about that music turns out to be older than the pyramids, older than the Stone Age. So they found one instrument that was a flute that was one of the oldest instruments that the human history has recovered. Okay, so related to the video and thinking about nowadays, okay, what do you think about the music in the past? What was the purpose of the music of the past? What they intended to do with the music in the past? Any volunteer? What do you think about the music in the past? Pueden decirlo en Spanglish si quieren hablar. It's okay. or you can write it on English in the chat, okay, on the chat. So the first question that I have for you is, what do you think about music in the past? It doesn't matter, it's our first lesson. Todos estamos medio perdidos, así que tranquila. So what do you think the music in the past? ¿Cuál creen que era el propósito de la música en el pasado? What do you think about it? Okay, was really different. Okay, that's one good thing about it. Well, it was different. Okay, every decade we have a different type of music. Todas las décadas tenemos un estilo distinto de música. That's something amazing. I didn't understand much the video. If you want, we can see the video again. If you want, Rocio. But the video talk about how music evolved through the years, okay, and talk about that there is not such thing as that there is such thing as musical technology, because in the ancient days technology was so basic related to nowadays, but for those days that was technology for them, okay. Habla sobre la tecnología que en los tiempos en los que se crearon fueron considerados tecnológicos porque eran avanzados para su época. Okay, it was a slow music. Okay, excellent. So, thinking about you, about yourself, what's the purpose of music in your life? What's the purpose of music in your life? What's the purpose of music in your life? ¿Cuál es el propósito de la música en sus vidas? In your lives. For everyone. So, for instance, for me, I listen to music for relaxing. I like to be relaxed when I listen to music, or when I'm happy, sometimes I listen to music too. But for me, it has a relaxing purpose. It's okay to distract yourself. For instance, as weird as it sounds, I listen to metal music to be relaxed. Por lo general escucho metal o música más pesada para relajarme porque gritan tanto que hace que me relaje. Ok, thank you, Rocío. La música turns to... Para distraerme, yes, of course, that's one of the main purposes. Most of the people can say, okay, I use music for dancing, for cleaning my house, for anything. But most of the time we turn to think about music for relaxing, for to move on, to do something different. Okay, excellent. And what about listening to music to be sadder? Have you think about that? ¿Han pensado acerca de eso, de que when you are sad, cuando estamos tristes, when you are sad, you always listen to sadder music to feel sad? That does happen to you? ¿Les pasa eso? ¿Que escuchan música triste para estar aún más triste y así poder desahogarse? Have you listened to music, listening to sad music because you are sad? Yes. And yeah, and that's something amazing that I found out because I was reading online some documents, and it turned out to be, yes, it has a good explanation, because you want to express yourself, and since you are feeling sad, you want to express that you are sad. So in order to express that you are sad, you need to be sadder. So it's logical to listen sad music to express yourself. So don't be afraid to listen to sad music when you are crying or whatever. It's fine, okay? And the last question related to the video. Do you think that music or instruments or technology has evolved for good? En verdad, además. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, so the last question. Has the music evolved for good? And why? ¿Ha evolucionado para mejor? Sí, no, ¿por qué? What do you think about it? Has the music evolved for good or not? What do you think about it? For good? Yes. Yes, because nowadays we have, okay, we don't have the classical music. We can do many other things. Yes, we have many styles, many styles. And why kind of, Isadora? Yes, excellent, Rocio. Yes, so we can listen to whatever we want. In the morning, I can be listening to Dua Lipa. In the afternoon, I will be listening to Daddy Yankee. And in the night, I will be listening to, I don't know, David Guetta or any type of music that I want. So I have a variety of music styles that I can listen to. Even here in Chile, because in the past, we only had like, I don't know, rock, Latin rock, and that was it. And nowadays we have many different styles and we have so many good exponents of every genre that we can find in music. For instance, we have, I don't know, Denise Rosenthal, Lacami, we have Jepe, we have Pablito Chile, La Princesa Alba. We have like a variety of artists that we can listen to. We have Nano Stern, what was the name of the other guy? Chinoy, or we have the Bunkers. So we can choose whatever we want. And here in Chile, it has a lot of good artists too. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next slide. And here we have, I choose this one in order to create a vocabulary for you guys. So here we have different instruments or gadgets, okay? That's, I am going to write that, this word, gadgets. So here we have different gadgets or instruments that had changed the way music was played or music was presented, okay? So first of all, I want to talk about the phonograph. Do you know what a phonograph is? This one, the phonograph, sorry. This one. Yes, it's the old version of the turntables. Excellent, Isadora. Yes, the phonograph was the first radio that was created, okay? And it was created by Thomas Alva Edison, if I'm not mistaken. And this one was the first instrument, I mean the first gadget, the first object that produced music, okay? And this was only allowed for rich people, okay? This was just for rich people when it was created. And the first version of the phonograph was different because it was like a tube with that turn, and then it sounds with the needle that the phonograph had. So this one was the beginning of the of music and radios as we know it today. Yes, it's really, really old. Like, I don't know if it was like in the 60th century or the 70th century that it was created. Okay, so the next one is the electric guitar. So everyone knows an electric guitar, right? Yes, nowadays, but nowadays we don't use the phonograph. We use the turntable. This one. Look at this one. This one, the turntable. Okay. This one is the modern version of the phonograph. Es la versión moderna del fonógrafo. So yes, vinilos are really, really popular nowadays. Okay. Okay, so we were talking about the electric guitar. So any one of you know how to play the guitar? Any one of you know how to play the guitar? No? So the importance of electric guitar in general was that this one allowed the artist to play different styles. In fact, the electric guitar was developed after the segregation. No, it wasn't the segregation. Was it began to be played by the black slaves, and from in America in the times of slavery, that it was in the 800, slaves, the black slaves that came from Africa, they start playing the guitar, and since they start playing the guitar, they created, or from their basis, it was created the jazz, the blues. Okay. And answering to your question, is easier to play the bass or the guitar? I think both are difficult. Yo creo que los dos son difíciles, but the thing is that with the guitar you need to be precise and fast with your fingers, but with the bass you need to have the technique to play it, because even though you play a little bit slowly, you need to know how to use your right hand, or your hand to use the hand that you play the bass in order to achieve a good sound. Okay, so I think they are not they are different in terms of difficulty. Okay, so another object that I wanted to talk about was the pedal effects, that this applied just for vocals and for the guitars, because this change the sound of the voice or the sound of the guitar. Okay, I am not going to make the sounds that you can achieve with the pedals, but you will know when a person use a pedal. Okay, also we have the multi-track recording. Okay, and the multi-track recording allowed artists to separate the sounds. Okay, nowadays we can do it like in a computer, because everything is easier with a computer. But in the old days, like in the 70s or in the 60s, people often use the multi-track records to record their songs. Okay, and last but not least, we have these two. These ones are the most common nowadays. Estos dos son los más comunes hoy en día. Autotune. So, can you name one artist that uses Autotune? ¿Pueden decirme un artista que use Autotune? Name one that you know. Okay, Travis Scott. Todos. Okay, yes. So we have Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, Pablo Chile. Who else? I forgot the name. Mainly, yeah. Almost Anuel also, yes. Anuel uses Trappers in general, yes, that's true. But for instance, most of the pop artists also use Autotune. Los artistas pop igual usan mucho Autotune. Okay, and the last one is the musical instrument of digital interface or MIDI. Okay, this one is used in order to record sounds, okay, or rhythms of the music. Okay, este por lo general se usa para guardar los sonidos, que por lo general sí se ve mucho en TikTok. Lo pueden ver en TikTok o en video en YouTube donde pueden hacer música en base a los MIDIs. Yes, and it's used in electronic music, okay? So, excellent. So, most of them have changed the way music has evolved, okay? We can have something as old as the phonograph, or we can have something new as the Autotune or the MIDI, okay? So, technology has influenced music in a good way, okay? Because it has changed how we play it. So now we are going to move on to almost to the last part. And as a request of you, como un pedido que me hicieron ustedes, lo siento. So here we have some idioms, okay? So since you wanted to learn more vocabulary, I brought you 8 idioms related to music, okay? Esto es vocabulario para ustedes, chiquillos, ¿ya? Y son idioms, okay? Idioms are phrases or words that we use it to mean something, okay? Son como, no son dichos, slangs. I forgot the name Spanish. Idioms. Yeah, muletillas puede ser, pero no es let me look it up on the internet because I always forgot the translation. I don't know why. Modismos, eso es, modismos. Yeah, so I brought you some idioms so you can learn them and you can practice them, okay? So I am going to ask you one by one and you are going to tell me what does it mean, okay? Yo les voy a decir el idiom y ustedes me van a decir qué significa o qué creen ustedes que significa. So the first one is an elevator music. What's elevator music? What does it mean? Okay, spiritual music, okay. But in fact, you can use elevator music when you want to tell something is soft, pleasant, but boring music. Okay? O sea, no sé, cuando están escuchando cualquier cosa y ustedes van caminando y le pueden decir, oh, that's like elevator music, porque es suave, placentera, pero es súper fome. Okay? So when you want to say that something is boring and like in a low pitch, you are going to say that's elevator music. Okay? The next one, sound like a broken record. Sound like a broken record. Sound like a broken record. Como que es muy buena. Suena como un fracaso. Okay, yes, in fact, it's when someone repeats something again and again and again. When someone repeats something like many, many times. En español sería suena como disco rayado. So it sounds like a broken record in English. Okay? Yes, it has a lot of sense. Oh, sorry. Well, jam session is when you improvise music, okay? So for instance, okay, a jam session, for instance, when you are in your when you are in music, cuando están en música, and your classmates start to play music and they are like, okay, we are so good and we are doing it. They are having a jam session because they are improvising, okay? Es como improvisar música, jam session. Cuando se ponen a tocar y como que están en la bola, it's a jam session, okay? The next one, blow your own trumpet. And I really like this one. Blow your own trumpet. Blow your own trumpet. What do you think about it? Blow your own trumpet. No? Any idea? It can be anything. You can guess. Can you guess what does it mean? No? Okay. Blow your own trumpet is to encourage or celebrate your own achievements. Okay? Es como celebrar tus propios logros. Blow your own trumpet. So when no one says anything about it, you are going to say like blow your own trumpet. It's like encourage yourself. Ya, como celebrarse las cosas uno mismo. Pero no caer en esto de refregarlo en la cara. Ya. The next one. Music to my ears. I know you saw it, but anyways. Music to my ears. Música para mis oídos en español. Eso es totalmente de acuerdo. So, what does it mean? Good news or something good that happens. Bien, excellent. So, face the music. You got to face the music. You have to face the music like right now. Excellent. You have to confront something, okay? Aceptar algo, enfrentarlo, ir al choque en español. Okay? The next one, play by ear. Play by ear. Play by ear. This means the same in Spanish. Ear, this is an ear. Yeah, that's correct. It's oreja. So play by ear. No? Tocarlo de memoria. That's the meaning. Play by ear. So when you have to do something and you do it without practice or preparation. Cuando lo hacen sin practicar, sin nada, así como hacerlo de memoria. Okay? And the last one, as fit as a fiddle. As fit as a fiddle. The last one. What do you think about it? As fit as a fiddle. No? Okay, it's to be in a good health, to be good physically. So you can say to anyone like, oh, Isadora, you are as fit as a fiddle. Estás en buen estado físico. Or Rocío, you are as good as you are as fit as a fiddle. Fiddle is violín. Lo cual sería wrong. I love speaking in Spanglish. I love it. Okay, so these idioms are for you to get to know some word in English, and I hope you can use them some days or wherever, so you can have like more vocabulary and not just what we saw in classes, okay? And we are going to include some idioms each class so you can get to know more and more vocabulary, okay? So do you like them? Do you enjoy them? Are you going to use them? So first of all, do you like the idioms? Yes? Excellent. That was the idea. Okay. Also the idea is that you use them at some point. Yes, for instance, I really like Face the Music, and it sounds like a broken record. I really like those idioms. So before we go, so since we have, we are in the afternoon classes, I am going to give you the first assignment for you. And the first assignment that I'm going to give you is the next one. Okay, esta va a ser la primera actividad que les voy a dar yo. Ya no es la primera actividad de la vida. So I need you to write a paragraph, okay? And you have to answer this question, okay? How your favorite music style has changed or improved due to technology, ¿ya? ¿Cómo su estilo de música favorito ha cambiado o mejorado gracias a la tecnología? Eso es lo que me tienen que responder. And you have to write at least 5 lines. Tienen que escribir al menos 5 líneas, ¿ya? And you have to record yourself reading the paragraph. Okay, so the main activity is that you can record yourself reading what you wrote. Okay, la idea es que ustedes escriban cómo ha cambiado su estilo de música. Después ustedes se graban leyendo ese párrafo. Son 5 líneas, ¿ya? Y eso es lo que me tienen que mandar a mí, ¿ya? No va a ser público, solamente lo voy a escuchar yo. Y la idea es que con eso practiquemos el inglés, ¿ya? Si esa es la idea. Yes, it's difficult, but I know you can do it, okay? I know you can. And if you have any doubt or you need help, ask me, ¿ya? Si tienen cualquier duda o necesitan ayuda para pronunciar algo, escríbanme, yo les voy a responder, ¿ya? Me pueden escribir por Facebook o por mail. And also, when you finish the activity, you have to send it to my email. Ya cuando la terminen me la mandan a mi mail, que se los dejé aquí en el PowerPoint. Okay. So, what else? So that was it, the class for today. And now you are going to have the answer. So the answer for the riddle was the keyboard. The keyboard. So we are going to read the riddle again. Vamos a leer la adivinanza de nuevo. So, I have no doors, no tengo puertas, but I have keys, pero tengo, la palabra keys se puede traducir como teclas o llaves, así que tengo teclas. Yo no tengo piezas, pero sí tengo espacio. I have space, because los teclados tienen la barra de espacio. Tú puedes, you can enter, se refiere a que tú puedes apretar enter, que es el botón que tienen todos los teclados, pero no puedes salir. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que soy? Un teclado. So that was the answer for the riddle. It was the keyboard. And okay, yes, it was the keyboard. So we are, I have two questions for you. I have the two last questions before we go. So, is music important in your life? ¿La música es importante para ustedes? Is important in your life? Yes? Why? Okay, it's life for you. And Marco, why? Because it helps me to distraerme and reflexionar. Okay, excellent. Yes, you can write it in Spanish, but try to use as much English as you can, okay? Y trata de usar lo que más puedas de inglés, aunque lo escriban en Spanglish. I want you to write it in English, some words, okay? Try it. And while we wait for Marco, because many times something bores me. Okay, I understand. So now, since we talk about music, I want you to recommend one song to your classmate and teacher. And the second question, I want you to recommend one song. Cualquier canción, recomienden cualquier canción, la que estén escuchando ahora, la que escucharon antes de comenzar la clase. Una canción. One song. Golden, del Harry Styles. La vamos a guardar. Golden, ok. Which other? Another one. Rain on Me. Oh yes, I listened to that song, Rain on Me, about of Lady Gaga. Rain. Okay, we are going to keep those two, and I hope for the next class, the ones who didn't recommend a song, think about one song for next class. Ya, para los que no recomendaron, una canción para la próxima clase. So I will be asking for you. Okay, so that was it for today, guys. Thank you for your participation and see you next class. Okay, so bye-bye to everyone.